Hello everyone, Mr. Dino023 here, and today I'm gonna be bringing you the second episode of the top 50 world records of 2019 as voted by the community. Over 1,000 votes went into this list, and yes, we're gonna be talking about the 40 all the way to the 31st. Let me just first apologize real quick because these videos were meant to be released every Friday, with last video was gonna be coming on next Friday, on like the first Friday of 2020, but we changed things a little bit. So now, like, I'm gonna be releasing, well, you might be seeing this video today, which is like Saturday, the 28th of December. If you are doing that, it means that every video from the rest of the list is gonna be released one per day. So one's gonna be Sunday, one's gonna be Monday, and one's gonna be Tuesday, in case you wanna check them out. If you're watching this already on 2020, make sure to check the channel, because that means that all the videos are already in the channel. Alright, with that being said, let me just bring a quick reminder. If you like the content, you want to support the channel, as always, make sure to subscribe, leave a comment, leave a like, anything, share. And if you want to watch me live, I stream every Monday to Fridays at 4 PM Central. I'm doing a project currently called SNES Mania, in which I intend to defeat every single game on the SNES library. But that's enough about me. Let's go ahead and proceed with this list. Alright, so for number 40 spot here is gonna be Crash won any percent in 39 minutes and 57 seconds by White Paws, being the only sub 40 run in this mascot for the PlayStation back in the era. We talked a little bit about Crash in the latest video, in which this is a game that requires heavy execution as well as some abuse on certain mechanics on the game, making this a truly remarkable achievement. And once again, this is the only sub 40 run for this game that exists so far, making this our number 40 spot on the list. For our number 39 spot in the list is gonna be one of Nintendo's classics, which is gonna be Metroid in the all bosses category in 13 minutes and 45 seconds by Yogi the Monk. So being this the first Metroid game is definitely a classic and a game that it's been speedrun by many players, especially on the retro community. But lately the game has been mostly dominated by Metroid McFly. So this feat by Yogi the Monk is truly remarkable. He trusted on a different route in which he went and defeated Ridley first and then Kraid, and this actually paid off. So he was able to achieve a 13 minutes and 45 seconds to break a 1-year-old world record with this different route. So props to Yogi the Monk for this achievement. So we have already spoken about world records that stand for many years that were finally broken on 2019, and next run it's no different. Adventures of Lolo any percent in 22 minutes and 20 seconds by Rayo managed to break a long-standing world record of about 3 years of a 22 minutes and 23 seconds beating of this same game by Chambers. This game, it's a game that it's a puzzle solver, that there's no many rooms of optimization other than perfect execution. So props to Regio for having been able to achieve a total time of 22 minutes and 20 seconds, just 3 seconds ahead of previous world record for this classic NES game. So going through more classics, we're gonna be talking about a game that, can it really be optimized anymore? The answer seems to be yes, and we're probably gonna be seeing a lot of runners trying to catch up on this world record on 2020, but on 2029, Taven Web 2002 managed to beat Super Mario Bros. 1 any percent in a total time of 4 minutes 55 seconds and 746 milliseconds. He's the third person to enter the 455 club, and he broke a world record that stood for almost a year, which at this point in time, this world record is looking more and more unbeatable as time goes by. Who's gonna be the next one to beat by mere milliseconds this world record? Well, maybe 2020 will let us know, but in the meantime, congratulations to Taven Web 2002 for breaking this world record. Okay, so coming up next is somebody that already made its appearance on the previous section of this list, and I don't want to give any spoilers, but this might not be the last time that we see this player on the rest of these top 50s for 2019. And yes, I'm speaking about Dowski for his 16-star run in Super Mario 64 with a total time of 15 minutes, 4 seconds and 270 milliseconds. Dowski had made an incredible performance in the whole 2019 in all these lower star categories for Super Mario 64, which, don't be fooled, even though these categories require for a lower percentage of stars to be collected in this game, these are also one of the heaviest execute heavy runs for the whole Super Mario 64 categories. So congratulations to Dowski for making its cut again on this list, and once again, who knows, I don't want to give any spoilers, but we might see more of Dowski in the coming list of this top 50. So following up on the list of the classics, apparently the top 40s to top 30s are just full of classics, and the next one is gonna be Castlevania Any Percent in a total time of 11 minutes, 27 seconds and 333 milliseconds by TMNT, bopping an almost 1-year-old world record by JC. He managed to get into the club of sub 11 30s for Castlevania, which requires a lot of frame perfect inputs, heavy execution tricks, and just a lot of concentration throughout the full short run that Castlevania for the NES is. If you want to know more about the history of this world record, highly advised to check out one of the latest Summoning Solve videos that focuses specifically on Castlevania Any Percent world records. Congratulations to TMNT for bopping a 1-year-old world record in this game. For our top 34 on this list, we have another classic in its own genre, and yes, it literally has classic in its name. We're talking about World of Warcraft Classic, first level 60 by Joker D in a total time of 79 hours. What is truly remarkable about this world record is that it's a world record that is never gonna be able to be reproduced ever again in life, unless Blizzard decides to launch once again World of Warcraft Classic. So Joker D is gonna be able to just have this achievement forever. So after this happened, Joker D decided that he wanted to delete his account, and the whole community didn't let him by just sending a lot of email to Joker D. But congratulations to Joker D for managing to be the first level 60 in a total time of 79 hours in this truly popular relaunch of the most successful MMORPG that has ever existed. As we get closer and closer to the spot 31, let's talk about one of the most beloved games on the SNES. It's gonna be Donkey Kong Country 2 Diddy's Conquest in the category 102% in 1 hour, 26 minutes and 18 seconds by Gasu0416. Diddy's Conquest is one of the hardest speedrunning games, as well as one of the hardest SNES games, and definitely the hardest on the DKC trilogy. Considered by many one of the best games on the SNES genre, and probably one of the best platformers of all time. Beating this game in its full completion in that time, it's definitely a great achievement, and Gasu is just improving and improving his own times, leaving other players a little bit behind already, and he's gonna potentially keep trying to improve this world record for the next year. So we'll see what Gasu has in his sleeve for 2020. For 32nd spot, we're gonna be having a beloved game for many of the kids in the 80s. Yes, that's right, that's TMNT on the 1989 arcade. In this category, it's gonna be the solo Any Percent in 13 minutes and 58 seconds by Stormcrow 56K. Not only is this the first run to break the sub 15 barrier, but it also broke the sub 14 barrier all at once. And as you many know, that all the arcades back in the day, and probably still the new ones, are just cash grabs. You know that arcade games are gonna be very hard. So beating this game in this time is definitely impressive. So GG's to Stormcrow for being the first one in achieving a sub 14 in this incredible arcade game from the 80s. Alright, and as we just mentioned, it seems that games 40 to 31 has been mostly very classic games, and our 31st spot on the list is no stranger to that category. We're gonna be talking about one of the greatest games of all time. It's gonna be Super Mario Bros. 3 100% in 1 hour, 10 minutes and 8 seconds by Louis. We know that this game has been highly dominated by another runner called Mitch Flower Power. However, Louis was the first one to bop Mitch in quite some time in any of the major categories for this game, and he achieved the first time of 1 hour, 10 minutes and under 10 seconds. Yeah, that's right. That's on the first decimals on the tenths of the world record for this category. This run includes a lot of crazy tricks, crazy execution, clips that are just sub-pixel perfects and pixel perfects and all kind of stuff, you name it, RNG. There's many factors involving a Super Mario Bros. 3 run, especially one in which you need to do the 100% that was established by the community, and being able to achieve this feat on 2019 was definitely incredible. We have seen Mitch since then try to catch this world record again, and he actually achieved it. We might talk about that a little bit later, spoiler alerts. But in the meantime, congratulations Louis for taking the 31st spot on this list. So there you have it. That was the list from the top 40 to the top 31st spot. I hope that you enjoyed the list. And remember that we're gonna be having one episode just released like every day after today. It's gonna be another one on Sunday, another one on Monday, and another one on Tuesday to go ahead and achieve all the way to the very first spot on the most impressive world records of 2019 as voted by you, the community. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, remember you can leave a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. All of those things help to like just get this content to more people out there. Well, thank you so much, and as always, I'll see you on the next mission. Have a good one, everybody.